You're walking through a crowded city and one man stands out, not because he demands attention but because he commands it without trying. His presence is magnetic, his movements deliberate, his gaze piercing through the noise. You can't pin it down, but something about him screams power, independence, and unshakable resolve. That, my friend, is the Sigma male, a rare breed who rewrites the rules of strength and success. Welcome to Sigma Male Community, where we forge men of iron will and razor-sharp clarity. Today we're diving deep into the unmistakable traits of a Sigma male, peeling back the layers of their enigmatic presence to reveal the architecture of their power. If you're ready to recognize, or become, this archetype of self-mastery, stick with me. This is your blueprint for spotting a Sigma male instantly, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy and crafted for men who choose excellence over conformity. 1. The unseen architect. They avoid the spotlight like a natural law. Picture a master chess player, orchestrating a flawless victory while the crowd fixates on the board, oblivious to the mind behind the moves. That's the Sigma male, constructing empires from the shadows, driven not by applause but by the thrill of creation. Their work speaks louder than any stage could, whether it's a business quietly dominating its niche, a solution to a problem others didn't even see, or a life sculpted with relentless precision. For the Sigma, recognition is a hollow currency. Impact is the true measure of worth. They embody the Stoic principle of focusing on what lies within their control, results, not perceptions, finding deep satisfaction in the substance of their craft. This disinterest in the spotlight isn't a pose or false humility, it's a hardwired rejection of superficiality. While others chase fleeting validation, the Sigma male operates with a quiet confidence that doesn't need external props. Their influence ripples outward, often unnoticed until the results are undeniable. A deal closed, a system optimized, a legacy built. It's the kind of power that doesn't shout but resonates, felt in the weight of their actions rather than the volume of their words. They don't seek the crown, they forge it in silence. Consider the historical Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, who ruled an empire while journaling private reflections on virtue, not for fame but for clarity. The Sigma male mirrors this, prioritizing the integrity of their work over public adoration. Their satisfaction comes from solving the puzzle, not displaying the finished picture. This makes them elusive to spot, until you learn to look for the absence of ego where ego is expected. They're the ones who don't need the room's attention because they already command their own. This trait sets them apart in a world addicted to visibility. In a culture where every moment is a performance, the Sigma male's refusal to perform is revolutionary. They're not hiding, they're selective, pouring energy into what matters and letting the rest fall away. For the Sigma male community, this is a call to embrace your own unseen work, to build with purpose, and to trust that your impact will outshine any fleeting cheer. Spot them by their quiet leverage, the results that speak when they don't. 2. The purposeful pace. They move with unmistakable velocity and intent. Imagine a man cutting through a bustling street, each step precise, his path unswerving like a blade through silk. That's the Sigma male's stride, a physical echo of their inner drive. Their movement isn't rushed or chaotic, it's a calibrated surge, every motion aligned with a destination. Time, to them, is a sacred resource and they guard it fiercely, embodying the Stoic maxim to act with intention and avoid waste. This purposeful pace is more than efficiency, it's a declaration of sovereignty over their life's direction. This velocity isn't about speed for speed's sake. Studies show fast walkers often exhibit sharper cognition and greater resilience, and the Sigma male is a living proof of this. Their stride reflects a mind that's already mapped the terrain, decisive, goal-oriented, and intolerant of hesitation. Whether heading to a high-stakes meeting or a solitary retreat, their movement broadcasts focus. They're not wandering, they're advancing. It's a trait that makes them stand out, even in a crowd, as if the world parts to accommodate their momentum. The Stoic lens here is clear. Control what you can and let the rest go. For the Sigma, this means mastering their trajectory both physically and metaphorically. Their pace is a rejection of indecision, a refusal to be slowed by doubt or distraction. They move as if each step is a commitment to their purpose, a tangible expression of their inner clarity. It's not about outrunning others, it's about staying true to their own rhythm, undeterred by the chaos around them. For the Sigma male community, this is a challenge to embody that same intent. Spot the Sigma by his walk, not hurried but relentless. He's the one who moves like he knows where he's going because he does. His pace isn't just a habit, it's a philosophy, a stoic discipline of progress over procrastination. Learn to see his stride, and you'll glimpse the machinery of a man who makes time bend to his will. 3. The fortress within, they possess internal emotional control. Picture a storm raging across a mountain, winds screaming, yet the peak stands unmoved, its core untouched by the fury. That's the Sigma male's emotional fortress, aware of the chaos of human feelings but anchored by an unyielding inner calm. They feel deeply, but process those emotions with a discipline that borders on the supernatural. Outward displays of rage, euphoria, or panic are rare, not because they're emotionless, but because they've mastered the stoic art of directing their inner tides into action or analysis. This control isn't suppression, it's transformation. Where others might lash out or crumble, the Sigma channels emotional energy into clarity, solving problems, making decisions, or simply observing with detached precision. This self-regulation radiates authority, a quiet power that draws respect and often catches others off guard. They're the ones who stay composed in a crisis, their calm a beacon for those lost in the storm. It's not coldness, it's command forged through years of internal discipline. The Stoics taught that we can't control external events, only our responses. The Sigma lives this truth, treating emotions as raw material to be shaped, not chains to be worn. Their ability to remain operational under pressure makes them formidable, whether negotiating a deal, navigating conflict, or facing personal trials. They don't deny their feelings, they harness them, ensuring their actions align with reason, not reaction. This is the fortress within, impregnable yet alive. For the Sigma male community, this is a call to cultivate your own inner stronghold. Spot the Sigma by his stillness amid chaos, the man who doesn't flinch when others falter. His emotional control isn't a mask, it's a shield crafted through stoic practice and unrelenting self-awareness. Look for the one who moves through emotional storms like they're nothing, and you found a Sigma. 4. The selective frequency, they tune out noise, tune into substance. Imagine a radio operator in a war zone, zeroing in on a critical signal while static blares from every direction. That's the Sigma male's mind, locked onto depth, oblivious to the chatter. They don't just avoid small talk or trends, they're wired to filter out anything that doesn't serve their purpose. Conversations about gossip or fleeting fads slide past them, while ideas, insights, or problems ignite their focus. This is the Stoic principle of guarding your attention, applied with surgical precision. This selective hearing isn't arrogance, it's efficiency. The Sigma knows mental energy is finite, and they invest it where it counts, dissecting complex systems, forging authentic connections, or unraveling core truths. Their silence in shallow settings isn't disengagement, it's conservation, a refusal to dilute their focus with noise. When they engage, it's with a depth that shifts the room, their words carrying the weight of someone who listens to understand, not to reply. The Stoics urged us to focus on what's essential, to live deliberately. For the Sigma, this means operating on a frequency most miss, where signal drowns out static. They're the ones who ask the question no one else thought of, or who see the flaw in a plan others cheered. This ability to tune into substance makes them magnetic, even if they don't seek the spotlight. Their presence feels different because their attention is rare, reserved for what matters. For the Sigma male community, this is your invitation to refine your own filter. Spot the Sigma by his silence in the clamor, the man who hears differently, who engages only when it's real. His selective frequency is his power, a stoic tool for thriving in a world of noise. Look for the one who listens with intent, and you've found a Sigma. 5. The sovereign schedule, their routines defy convention, not logic. Picture a man rising at 3 a.m. not because he must, but because it's when his mind is sharpest, coding, reading, or training in the stillness of the night. That's the Sigma male's rhythm, a bespoke architecture of time, built for peak performance, not societal approval. Their routines break every mold. Workouts woven with philosophy, deep work blocks punctuated by solitude, or weeks structured around their unique energy flow. This is stoic self-mastery in action, designing a life that serves your purpose, not the crowd's. These patterns aren't random or rebellious, they're ruthlessly functional. The Sigma knows their mind and body better than any template could, and they optimize accordingly. A 9 to 5 might suffocate them, so they carve their own path, working when others sleep, reflecting when others scroll. This isn't defiance, it's logic, a commitment to results over conformity. Their schedule is a fortress, protecting their focus and amplifying their output. The Stoics taught us to live in harmony with our nature, to align our actions with reason. For the Sigma, this means crafting a rhythm that's uniquely theirs, unapologetically effective. They don't follow trends or fads. They follow what works, testing and refining until their days hum with purpose. This makes them elusive, hard to pin down, yet always present where it counts. Their time is their kingdom, and they rule it with absolute authority. For the Sigma male community, this is a challenge to own your time. Spot the Sigma by his rhythm, the man whose schedule feels alien yet deliberate, a man who moves to his own beat. His routine isn't chaos, it's his edge, a stoic framework for excellence. Look in the man whose life defies the ordinary, and you've found a Sigma. For the observer on the Sigma Male Community channel, if these traits feel like a spark igniting something within you, or if you've glimpsed this energy in someone else, you're in the right place. This isn't about labels, it's about decoding a mindset of relentless power and independence. The Sigma male isn't a myth, he's a model of what's possible when you commit to mastery over chaos. Keep watching closely. What comes next isn't just about spotting him, it's about understanding the blueprint of a life built on unyielding strength. 6. The Silent Strategist. They master listening as a form of dominance. Picture a man in a heated boardroom, silent while egos clash, his eyes catching every flicker of intent, every word, every pause. When he speaks, the room stills, his words reframing the chaos with devastating clarity. That's the Sigma male's silence, not passive but a weapon of insight. They listen with a focus so acute it's almost predatory, absorbing layers of information, tone, motive, subtext, with surgical precision. This is the Stoic discipline of observation, wielded to wield it for dominance without noise. This listening isn't courtesy, it's strategy. The Sigma knows knowledge is power, and knowledge comes from seeing what others miss. They don't interrupt or posture. They analyze, piecing together the puzzle of people and problems in real time. When they respond, it's with a precision that shifts the game, a question that exposes weakness, an insight that flips the narrative. Their words hit harder because they're earned, rooted in a Stoic commitment to truth over ego. The Stoics valued silence as a path to wisdom, urging us to let others reveal themselves. For the Sigma, this means turning listening into leverage. They're the ones who know more than they say, who see the chessboard while others play checkers. This makes them formidable. Whether in conflict, negotiation, or creation, their silence is the foundation of their influence. They don't need to shout, their clarity commands attention. For the Sigma male community, this is your call to listen with power. Spot the Sigma by his silence, the man who observes while others perform. His listening isn't weakness, it's dominance, a Stoic tool for mastering the moment. Look for the one who speaks last but loudest, and you found a Sigma. 7. The Boundary Fortress. Their limits are sacred, non-negotiable. Imagine a man declining a draining social event with a polite but final nod, or stepping back from a conversation that's crossed into his mental space. His refusal isn't rude, it's absolute, a force field boundary so clear it's almost visible. The Sigma male knows his limits, energy, time, space, with a clarity most lack, and he guards them with unyielding resolve. This is the Stoic principle of self-sovereignty, lived with quiet ferocity. These boundaries aren't walls to shut out the world, they're a fortress to protect what fuels them. The Sigma understands that saying no to one thing means saying yes to something greater: focus, clarity, growth. They'll end a toxic interaction mid-sentence or walk away from chaos without apology, their actions a testament to their priorities. This isn't coldness, it's discipline, a Stoic refusal to let external demands erode their inner sanctum. The Stoics taught us to control what's ours and let go of what's not. For the Sigma, this means enforcing their limits with a calm that brooks no debate. They don't negotiate with their peace, they're the ones who declines the party to recharge, who protects their energy like it's oxygen. This makes them magnetic, respected by those who value strength, feared by those who don't. Their boundaries are their power, a line drawn with unwavering respect. For the Sigma male community, this is your call to guard your own fortress. Spot the Sigma by his refusals, the man who says no with unshakable finality. His boundaries aren't barriers, they're his strength, a stoic discipline. Look for the one who protects his space with calm, and you've found a Sigma. 8. The pattern seeker. They see the blueprint beneath the chaos. Picture a man watching a storm of data, charts, arguments, behaviors, and seeing not noise but a hidden rhythm, a pattern. That's the Sigma male's genius. A mind wired to connect dots others miss, to unveil truths beneath the surface. They don't just observe, they perceive, their brain a relentless engine of pattern recognition that decodes complexity with ease. This is the stoic pursuit of reason, applied to mastering the world's chaos. This ability isn't luck, it's a honed skill built from years dissecting systems. History, people, markets. The Sigma sees the cycle others ignore, the leverage point in a deal, the motive behind a smile, the flaw in a plan. They anticipate moves like a grandmaster, not by guessing but by understanding the game's their foresight. It's not magic, it's logic, a stoic commitment to truth over illusion. The Stoics urged us to see reality clearly, to strip away distortion. For the Sigma, this means living as a pattern seeker, always one step ahead. They're the ones who predict the outcome before it unfolds, who solve problems others didn't see. This makes them formidable, quietly competent, always prepared. Their vision isn't just sight, it's insight, a lens that reveals the world's hidden architecture. For the Sigma male community, this is your challenge to see deeper. Spot the Sigma by his foresight, the man who sees what others miss. His pattern recognition isn't a gift, it's a stoic discipline. Look for the one who reads the chaos like a map, and you found a Sigma. 9. The solitary current. They walk alone, powered by inner resonance. Imagine a man walking through a crowd, untouched by its rhythm, his energy self-contained, his gaze inward yet alert. That's the Sigma male's solitude, not loneliness but a deliberate communion with his own mind. They choose to walk, think, or simply be alone, not from rejection but from strength. This is the stoic art of self-sufficiency, lived with quiet power. This solitude isn't isolation, it's fuel. In these moments, the Sigma processes the world, refining ideas, recharging focus, finding clarity. They don't need the crowd's validation, their inner resonance is enough. Their comfort alone radiates confidence, a presence that feels complete without external props. It's not avoidance, it's alignment, a stoic choice to prioritize their own rhythm. The Stoics taught us to find peace within, to need nothing beyond our reason. For the Sigma, this means thriving in their own company, unswayed by social pressure. They're the ones who dine alone with ease, who walk paths others avoid. This makes them magnetic, free in a way most aren't, powered by an inner current that never falters. Their solitude is their strength, a sanctuary of focus and resolve. For the Sigma male community, this is your call to embrace your own current. Spot the Sigma by his solitude, the man who walks alone, not lost but found. His aloneness isn't weakness, it's a stoic power. Look for the one who needs no crowd, and you've found a Sigma. 10. The unbreakable lens. Their focus is laser-locked and immovable. Picture a man immersed in a task, the world fading, noise, movement, time, until only his goal remains. That's the Sigma male's focus, a state of hyper-concentration that feels almost otherworldly. They don't just work, they merge with their purpose, their mind a laser cutting through distraction. This is the stoic discipline of attention, wielded with relentless intensity. This focus isn't effort, it's instinct. The Sigma tunes out chaos, phones, chatter, stress, without conscious thought, their energy funneled into the task at hand. Whether writing code, solving a crisis, or crafting a plan, they achieve a flow state others chase but rarely find. It's not multitasking, it's mastery, a stoic refusal to dilute their power with divided attention. The Stoics urged us to do one thing well, to give ourselves fully to the moment. For the Sigma, this means living in deep work, where their best contributions are born. They're the ones who finish what others abandon, who turn complexity into clarity. This makes them formidable, quietly unstoppable, their focus a force that bends reality to their will. Their lens doesn't waver, it burns through obstacles. For the Sigma male community, this is your challenge to lock in. Spot the Sigma by his focus, the man who vanishes into his work, unmoved by chaos. His concentration isn't a skill, it's a stoic superpower. Look for the one who makes the world disappear and you've found a Sigma. 11. The Non-Reactor. Provocations slide off an armor of detachment. Imagine a man facing a taunt, a smirk, or a calculated jab, his face unmoved, his calm almost unsettling. That's the Sigma male's detachment, not ignorance but a refusal to play the emotional game. They see the provocation for what it is, a tactic, a weakness, and choose not to engage. This is the Stoic art of indifference, lived with unshakable resolve. This non-reaction isn't passivity, it's power. The Sigma knows their energy is too valuable for petty battles, their equilibrium too sacred for cheap shots. They observe the storm, insults, manipulations, drama, and let it pass, their focus unbroken. It's not suppression, it's strategy, a Stoic choice to control their response and deny others the satisfaction of disruption. The Stoics taught us to let go of what we can't control, to find freedom in detachment. For the Sigma, this means living as an unmovable force, immune to social traps. They're the ones who disarm with silence, who win by not playing. This makes them magnetic, untouchable in a way that unnerves opponents and inspires allies. Their calm isn't weakness, it's armor forged in Stoic wisdom. For the Sigma male community, this is your call to rise above. Spot the Sigma by his calm, the man who lets provocations slide untouched. His detachment isn't avoidance, it's a Stoic victory. Look for the one who stands still in the storm and you've found a Sigma. You've just uncovered the blueprint of a Sigma male, a man who carves his own path, unshaken by the noise, powered by an inner fire that never dims. This is the essence of Sigma male community, a brotherhood of men committed to Stoic strength, relentless growth, and unapologetic independence. Take these insights and look around you, spot the Sigma in the crowd, or better yet, recognize him in the mirror. Reflect on these traits, apply them, and forge your own unshakable presence. If this resonated, hit that like button to fuel this mission, drop a comment with your thoughts or a trait we missed, and share this video with a man who needs this wisdom. If you're subscribed, turn on notifications to never miss a guide to mastering your path. Stay stoic, stay sovereign, and I'll see you in the next one.